Howdy, folks. I have a controller hooked up, and I have no idea what I'm doing with the controller. So, we'll see if we can get this figured out. Also, my chat on my other screen here is messed up, so stand by just a second. There he goes. We'll see if YouTube will play nice today. Raising it from the dead. The rookie Mozak? Yeah, watching all this Farm Sim 25 got me kind of in the mood for some farming, so. This is a dead game, but it's still a really good farming simulator. So, how do we start the tractor? That's a great question. I don't know how this works with the controller. See if we can figure it out. Steering, got that much figured out. I can look around. I can turn the mower on, surprisingly, given that the tractor's not running. But I'm going to have to do some looking around at the controls. We got all kinds of people rolling here. We got Thunder. Hello, hello. I will not be playing FS25 unless Giants happens to send me a key. Don't plan on buying it. Let's head into the settings here. I didn't buy 22 either, but Giants did send me a key, so I reviewed it, didn't like it. Until the logging DLC, I forget what it's called. Until that came out, I did buy the Silver Run Forest, the logging DLC. I did buy that for 22, and I enjoyed that. Once all the mods got going, I did do a series with some old iron. Oh, what map was that? Was it Iowa? The good Iowa map? So I had a little bit of fun with 22. Let's see. Controls. Yes. How do we start the tractor? If this becomes too much of a problem, I'll just move back to keyboard and mouse like I usually play. But I thought I'd try the controller. Vehicle. Raise, lower, rotate. Toggle engine. Left D-pad. Okay. Then cruise control. Yeah, I'm terrible with the controller. Hey, look at that. Hey, zombie love, how's it going? All right, we got the tractor started. Excellent. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. And then we're going to try to do some mowing. And I'll probably be all over the place because I'm not used to using a controller. Parking brake would be another key control to know. Yeah, mods really make the farm sim. Yeah, I'm not going to go off on a rant on Giants. It's fine. People are having a lot of fun with FS25. I've been enjoying watching some series on FS25. But I will not be buying FS25. And we'll leave it at that. Vehicle. Handbrake is left button and the start. Okay. We'll figure out some of these. Left button. There we go. Brake off. Sweet. And we probably want to go down the long way on here, so. If you're just tuning in, I usually don't play with a controller, so I am completely lost. But I thought I'd give it a whirl. Oh yeah, shifting gears. How do we shift gears? So, bear with me a little bit while we get the basics down. Increase, shift. Oh, up and down on the D-pad. I wonder if that probably shifts me in reverse. Yeah, there we go. Now we're in reverse. Very clumsy on the controls here. Actually, I probably want to back up a little more. Oops, that was the wrong button. What did I do? Nope, not that button. There we go. We're back in the tractor. Having a cigar, zombie love. Beautiful Midwest evening. Yeah, I was just outside. It's afternoon here. About 2:30. I was playing some badminton with my son. Had a good time doing that. And him and his sister are out riding their bikes right now. So thought I would get some game time in. Mrs. Kerbo is at a play rehearsal, so she's out of her hair. All right, and then back up into gear. A little bit of gas. All right, and then that is parking brake back on. All right. How do we lower this bad boy? That is a great question. I'm going to guess and say that. Nope. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, it was a great game. It just, yeah, there were a lot of problems with this project. And it just never took off. Do. All right. Oh, hold on. Sorry, it's the school automated call to the. So my phone's blowing up because they have a late start tomorrow. So they text me, they email me, and they call me with an automated call just to make sure I know it's a late start tomorrow. Enable, disable, extrude, collapse. Okay, so all these keys, Y should be raised and lower. Okay, so all the keys are basically the things. I thought I tried Y. Need to, oh, I have to, okay, gotta unfold it. We'll get there. Yeah, that's a good point, Rookie. Hope I'm saying that right. There is a radial menu. How do we bring that up with the controller? Do. It's all the vehicle stuff. Lights. Radial menu is, oh, push on right stick. There we go. That might be the easier way to do it. Good point. All right, now we should be able to raise and lower. Yeah, there we go. Cool. We're almost ready to mow. Just have to remember all the keys. Oh, wrong button. Hey, we're mowing. Look at us go. It's a little hard to hold a steady speed. I need to look up and see. There was the cruise control. I don't remember what the key was. Quick look. Cruise control would make this easier to manage. Cruise control, both buttons and to the right, and then there is no setup for that, but that's okay. We have a couple different cruise options. Should be good. All right, back on, lower down, parking brake off. Oh, that's way too fast. I'm using the keyboard here. Now, will it remember that speed if I set this at about 5 miles an hour? Or kilometers an hour, whatever that is. Will it remember that speed? No. It goes to 15. Woo! Okay, let's do it this way. Let's go here and then There we go. Oh, it's going immediately to C3. That's part of the problem. No, not that button. I might just have to go back to keyboard and mouse, because... Yeah. Oh, brother. I am terrible with the controller. Guess you couldn't tell. Got going so fast I couldn't even cut the grass. Alright, and then back in gear. If I activate cruise... Well, that's my gear, not my cruise. I gotcha. Oh boy. Here, let me bring the UI back up. Oh, right. It only shows you that if you're external, which is this view. So if I turn on cruise... No, it's fine. It's sitting there at that speed. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Mistakes were made, indeed. That's still too fast? Okay. I think I'm done with the controller, because this is getting ridiculous. I have no idea how to play with the controller. So we're going to set the controller aside, and we're going to redo this. Now I got to remember how to play without that. It is that. I'm a little rusty at cattle and crops. My cruise speed is way too fast. Alright, back into forward. Lower you down. And is it B? Nope. Okay, now I got my first... So it has 3 different cruise settings. I've got my first cruise on 5. Probably go a little faster than that, but I wanted to at least complete 1 row here. There we go. Yay! I love the slow speed control in Cattle and Crops. It's so good. Actually feels like you're driving a tractor, not a styrofoam Formula One race car. Ta-da! What's up, Brian? Okay, and let's raise this cruise up a little bit. Let's go up to like 9. Sorry, my phone keeps going off. I just want to play some video games for a little bit. Can everybody leave me alone? How y'all doing today? Hope you're having a good weekend. I should be recording, but I felt like playing some Cattle and Crops, so here we are. A little bouncy over here. Got a slightly used weekend for sale. Oceanfront property. crack open a cold one. It is 7-Up Shirley Temple, which I didn't even know was a thing. Something my wife came home with. It's pretty tasty. Reminds me a little bit of a cream soda. It's just rolling downhill right now. That's right, physics. Yeah, who knew? The old cruise back on. Ignore the bushes in the cab. It's completely normal. So if you just tuned in and you've never seen Cattle and Crops before, it is a dead game. It was abandoned 2 or 3 years ago. They ran out of funding. The cattle part never really got finished. There's not much to it. But the crops part is mostly done. It's a really good crops. Really good crops and soil and all kinds of super detailed fertilization and water and all the stuff you would expect from a farming simulator. But the cattle part is just bare bones. You can buy cows and they will grow if you put it when they're in the pasture. Then you can sell them. That's about it. They never got much done with that. And it is dead, but I still fire it up once in a while when I get a farming itch. And we're making some hay today. And as soon as I get this first pass done, I'm going to hop out and check the moisture level. Because that is the thing. You actually have to dry it. It simulates the different layers of the grass on the ground. You have to flip it with a tedder, and if it's not sunny enough, it won't dry fast. There's a lot of detail. There's a lot going on. All right, and then if that turns you off, yep, I hear it winding down. Yeah, they had high ambitions. I was pretty excited that we were getting something this detailed. But for many reasons, it failed. All right, parking brake, I think is the end key. Yeah, there we go. Let's hop out of the tractor. Can you all hear okay? Seems like it's kind of quiet. What's the game volume set to? Yeah, it is kind of low. There we go. That sounds about more right. I think I usually have it about half. So we have this grass here, and I think, is it Alt? Yeah, here we go. So if I hold down the Alt key, we can see that each one of these clumps is simulated with the moisture level. And they're, since we just cut it, they're both about 78%. So we're going to have to let this dry out. It's early morning. If I bring the UI back up, it's 7:53 in the morning. See, January, February, March. It's April 2nd, 2001 in game. Still a little chilly, 6 degrees Celsius. So as the sun comes up and dries this top layer will start drying out. And then we'll have to get our tedder and flip it. So haying is a whole thing in this game. It's pretty cool. Your volume is always kind of high. Yeah. All right, let's fire this thing back up. And let's take off our parking brake. And it also has really good AI support. It's more involved than other games. You have a calendar. Like I could schedule my hired help to come out and mow this field at a certain time of day on a certain day. They would do that. I don't think they will bale though. They would do the mowing and I think the tedding as well. Making hay while the sun shines. Whee. Like I said, this game is dead and abandoned for some unknown reason. It's still for sale on Steam. I would not recommend buying it. It is dead and abandoned. The website doesn't even work anymore. It just redirects to the Steam page. Forums are dead. It's a dead game. But I still enjoy firing it up now and then and doing some farming. About as smart as a bag of rocks. I think there's been some improvement just from what I've seen watching videos. They still do some weird stuff. Like they'll run all over the crop turning a corner. It's like, okay, you ran over the crop 3 times and you turned 90 degrees. Good job. But that's kind of the Giants way, just small incremental changes. They start plowing from the center out. Yeah, the studio website is probably still there, Master Rain Bites, but the www.cattleandcrops.com is no longer there. It just redirects to the Steam store page. Field is rough. I'm going to ease up on this corner. Do the old do-si-do here. Kind of wish we had some bigger mowers, but that's something Cattle and Crops always suffered from, is a lack of equipment. And there was some shenanigans back in the day with some licensing that mysteriously disappeared for some stuff that's also in Farming Simulator, so yeah. They had to scramble and rebrand and get rid of a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the whole project was just kind of a mess at times. The other big thing that it suffered from is performance was terrible most of the project. It was just awful. Luckily, they did fix the performance before the project went completely dead. So it runs good. So it'd be interesting to see if any of this hay up here at the corner we just checked has dried any since we came around. I might check that just to see how quickly it's drying. But I think we're supposed to have a nice clear day. Let's see what the forecast says. Let's see. Is that under here? No, that's fields. I gotta remember where everything is now. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's on the calendar. Here it is. Oh no, it's supposed to cloud up this afternoon. I don't see any precipitation until Thursday. So it's a good time to do some haying. Yeah, you're right, Edward. And most people are super happy with what Giants is putting out. So, I mean, they don't really have any, pressure to change. So, the majority of their fan base loves their product. So, I can't really fault them for giving the fans what they want. All right, go parking brake on. And let's see, do you have to have... Forget how... Oh, it's control. I was like, I knew there's interaction. If you want to, you can get super immersive and open the door. Yep, still 78 pretty much across the board, so it'll take some time. Some sun and some wind to get that started to dry out. But it's got a lot going for it. You can even adjust the mirrors and all kinds of stuff. Just need a bigger mower. I think I might start going back and forth after this pass. Yeah, it would have been nice if this could have got more attention and more funding. But I think some key decisions kind of strangled the project. One was their engine choice. It was this really obscure engine that nobody's ever heard of. So I think that kind of hampered it a bit. Let's see, which way is... Really to the left is the long way. Yeah, okay, that's the long way. Yeah, some kind of other mower setup would be good. Yeah, the engine was, I think it was originally called C4, but it might have been renamed to Tombstone or something like that, or the vice versa, I forget. Actually, while we're sitting here, let's just take a look at what equipment's in game. So as far as what I have on the farm, I think I've got, do I just have the one tractor, the 530? Yeah, I've just got the 530, and then I've got a harvester, the old Taco 570 there. Front loader, I've got this 2750 mower that we're using. I don't have a whole lot of equipment. Got one grain wagon, one flatbed for bales. Then I've got this set up here for seeding and cultivating, and a fertilizer spreader. And a tow bar. If I get stuck, I can tow it out. And then some weights and stuff. That's pretty much it. Now if we go to dealer, look at under cutters. So I do have a 520 we could put on the front, but I don't think I've got enough horsepower to run both with this little tractor. But that's it. If we had a bigger tractor, I could put one of these on the front and have the side, but yeah, there's just not a whole lot of equipment. So there's the 940. If we had the 940, we could run both mowers at once. We got the Deutsch 7250. We've got three different Mercedes. Track 1000, 1400, and 1800. Different sizes of those guys. That's pretty much it. Wait, are you lowered? Yeah, you were. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. Hey, Fred, good afternoon. Yeah, it's got pretty good ground deformation, and it's persistent as well. And it's got several different layers of like ground compaction that's modeled. There's a lot to it. Yeah, I think some of the main guys were farm sim modders. I don't remember who they were exactly. Yeah, they had more equipment, and then, you know, it can't be proven, but another big mover and shaker in the farming game community, I think, raised a ruckus, and all that stuff had to get pulled out. That's my theory, anyway. Alright, let's just pop right around here. So I don't think I even have a... I don't even have a tedder. We'll have to buy a tedder. Or rent one. Hey, Elscar, welcome. Pop outside the cab here for a little bit. Deer over there making noise. Like, what was that? Squeaking. Whoa, hey. Watch where you're driving. A little quieter in the cab here. Yeah, road deer back there was squeaking. Yeah, you're playing some cattle and crops too? Nice. I fired up once in a while, do some farming. I think I've done at least one other stream on this farm. Maybe a video or two. I did a video a while back. I think it was when FS25 was announced. Just talking about cattle and crops and what I liked about it. I think I called it a better farming simulator, something like that. It got some thumbs down. But it has some good response as well. I'm wondering... Yeah, let's... Oops, wrong button. Let's run down to this other end here. Yeah, something like that, Brian. It did really well on the channel. I mean, it got, I think, 18, 20,000 views, which for my channel is absolutely huge. Have any problems with mods? I haven't used mods in Cattle and Crops for years, so I couldn't really say. I did have some issues back in the day with some mods. But I don't have any mods right now, so I don't know what the current state of mods are for this. But in my farming series I did, which is probably 3 or 4 years ago, I did I think about 30 videos or so, a series on cattle and crops. I had some mods in there. And for the most part, I think they worked well. But these days, I have no idea. Oh, and the reason the grass is brown, I think, is because I should have mowed it last year and I didn't. That's why it's kind of golden. If I remember right. I don't play this save a lot, so I don't remember everything about it. Yeah, Cattle and Crops had tons of features back in like 2017 that are just now getting into Farming Simulator. It's hard to tell in this field because it's covered with cut grass, but we're making tracks in the ground. Deer's still chilling over there. And if I remember right, I didn't do anything to this field other than plant grass in it. But there's also a lot of stuff in Farm Sim that I like that's not in Cattle and Crops. Like, you can't just mow grass anywhere. It has to be in the field. You can't make your own fields. That's one downside, but it's also an upside because you can do so much more with the soil. Like, if I pull the UI back up, if I hold down Control, that's your mouse pointer, and if I just click on this field, it takes in here to the details page. We can see it's got field grass, naturally, and its growth stage is at, I forget what BBCH stands for, but that's a standard farming thing. I think 70 and over is like harvestable for most stuff. We got our yield potential, and then it takes into account the soil, the growth time, and the condition of the fruit. You get what your expected yield would be. Our fertilization is kind of all over the place. It's really, why is it really high in potassium? It didn't go down, I guess. Interesting. If we look up your field grass, we do want 292. And we're way over on the potassium. I don't know why we're so high. Like I said, I've been playing this save for a long time, and I don't remember even applying that potassium. But then we have ground conditions. We've got crumbliness, crumb density, upper soil density, lower soil density, and then how wet it is on the surface. And then the capacity, how much water it will hold basically before it's saturated. If we start looking at some of the soil stuff here, you'll see lots of up and down tire tracks from me working the field at the various layers. Once you get down to the lower soil density, there's not much going on there. It's pretty much just noise. But eventually it would get compact down to that lower level. Then you would need to use a deep plow to plow it up. Then we got the composition of the soil. You can have all these different soil types. So, yeah, it's fairly complex. I like it. Oh. Thought it was a little quiet back there. Let's try with the mower actually on. That's what that lag was all about. Maybe a vehicle spawning in or something. No, I don't think I would have slurried it, because I don't even have cattle on this save. How did this game die, Zombie Love? They ran out of money. But why that happened is open to speculation. There was a lot of issues. Lack of advertising, poor engine choice, terrible performance for a long time. There was a lot going on that caused it to go under. But they just ran out of funding and abandoned it. That's why it's dead. Oh yeah, I was running down to the other end, wasn't I? Let's just grind that dirt into the into the ground. Yeah, Zombie Love. Like I said, the problem was this performed terribly for most of the project's life. The performance was just awful. Like, you were lucky to get 20, 30 FPS on a beast machine. So that turned a lot of people away. A lot of people didn't like the graphics. The graphics style. I don't mind it. It is what it is. There's some really good simulation too of the trees. Like, the trees are super dynamic throughout the year. Stuff like that. There's not very much equipment in the game. Very limited selection. So a lot of people just couldn't get over those hurdles and didn't like it. All right, we're off again. All right, will you drive straight for a second? Actually, let me turn on field guidance. And I can look at some menus while we're doing this. I think it's O. That enables it. Is it P? Yeah, here we go. Gotta remember how this works. Let's see. Reset with the tractor. Work with that auto detect. There we go. All right, steering enabled. I think. No, what's the key to turn it on? I thought it was O. Standby. Yeah, the management too. Like, I've thought about doing a series where I didn't even do anything. I just had the hired help do everything. But they can't do certain things like bail, and they do occasionally have issues. How do we do the show high, deactivate? Yeah, auto steer is O. Why is that not locking on? Well, that's loud. That's a bug. It doesn't act like it's turning on. Oh, it is on. Where's the icon? I thought it had a little icon on the dash. Guess this tractor doesn't. Okay, it is tracking though. So that's good. All right, let's turn the cruise on. All right, real quick before we run into something. How much is a tether? I don't know what category it's going to be in. Tether. 10 grand. Okay, we can actually afford a tether, but we might rent it. We shall see. Uh-oh, my field guidance was a little bit off, so we missed a patch down there. Chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. Successfully connected. YouTube, are you having problems again? It straight up died my last stream, but I was about ready to stop streaming anyway. A little bit disappointing. Yeah, I think you might be right. That might have been a rake. Let me clean this up. I thought the tractor had an icon when the auto steer was on. Guess it doesn't. Let me get stopped when I'm not in such a hurry, and I'll take another look at the equipment page. Yeah, I think that was a little windrower. Okay, you're turned off. This tractor doesn't have it. The combine has a little camera you can turn on. You can see this got a pipe camera and a backup camera. Yeah, that's a rake. My bad. Where's the tedder? Here it is. 12 grand. 12.5. It's not bad, and we can rent it for like say 4 hours, which would be plenty of time to ted the field. $300. So there's a good rental system in the game. Yeah, it depends on what you mean by complete. I'm going to say Mitch, but that's probably not right. Because everybody has a different idea. We're going to manually drive this one, and we'll use auto steer when we come down the long end there. But it will never compete because it's dead. It's dead and abandoned. In my opinion, it should not be for sale on Steam because it is abandoned. Bought it 2 weeks ago. Yeah, you can still buy it, but it's been dead for a couple years now. But if you just want to do crops, the crops part is mostly done. And for what's there, it's pretty good. But there's also bugs and problems and unfinished things. It will never be finished. Yeah, those are scams, Brian. It's all part of a big scam. Pirate Software did a little YouTube short about that kind of stuff. All right, let's lock back on our field guidance. I'm just rolling with gravity right now because we're slightly downhill. Physics is pretty darn good in this game. All right, I'm gonna kick the cruise on. We could probably mow faster than this, but it feels about right. And there is no like automatic speed control for whatever the crop is. It's up to you to manage the speed. And if you go too fast, it just won't be able to cut it. Or if you're trying to bale too fast, you can clog the intake. Then you have to stop. You have to unclog the intake and then start over. Good stuff. All right, while we're here, though, I'm going to kick this off of auto steer. Grab this little bit of stuff here that I missed. Alright, kicked auto steer back on. And we're back. Thought about getting my wheel and track IR out, but I was kind of lazy. It takes a little bit to set that all up. It is super immersive in the cab with the track IR and using the wheel. It doesn't really translate to video, but just the feeling of driving this tractor is so good. It feels like a big heavy tractor. And this is just me coasting. Alright, let's kick the cruise on. Off we go. No, I've not used Toby. I've had Track IR5 for probably over a decade. Works great. Slowly making headway on this field. Kind of hard, like 2.5 meters at a time, or whatever this mower is. 2 meters, 3 meters, somewhere in there. I don't even remember what the state of my other fields are. I should probably look into that. Might be worth renting a tractor and having my hired hand doing some planting right now. Let me get this this strip right here done, and we'll look into that. Right now, I'm just paying them to do nothing. You have to pay your employees every month. It's actually kind of hard to make money. It's pretty realistic. Alright, let's run up to the other end of the field and we'll take a look. I haven't played this in a while. I don't have any idea what my other fields are doing. Even hop out of the tractor. Look at that cute little guy. Alright, what have we got going on for fields here? Owned. Oh, I need to turn that off. So we're on field 23. Field 12 I had barley in last year, it looks like. Do we want to do barley again? Possibly. Need to get some fertilizer down on it. Pretty much everything across the board needs to come up. And who do I have? Oh, I actually have 2 staff I'm paying. I need you guys working. Is it worth renting a tractor and having them do some fertilizing or something? So, no, what's it called? Not spreader. Fertilizers. Is there any kind of horsepower required? Yeah, 90 horsepower, so it doesn't take much of a tractor. Let's see. What's the smallest tractor? This little guy right here? What would it cost to rent this thing for like 4 hours? 480 bucks. Sounds like a good deal to me. Will he be able to fertilize all fields? He should be able to do that in 4 hours. What weights do I have? Only got the big weight. So we're going to rent that 4 hours. Get an old Zader and an old Massey Ferguson. Nice. I had some of that older stuff back when I did my playthrough years ago when I was using mods. Okay, rent that. And then I kind of feel like I want to wait. So let's grab that. I'm just going to buy that outright, I think. What's it cost to rent it for 4 hours? $12. Yeah, sure, we'll rent it. All right, we'll rent you. Okay, let's have them go fertilize. What was the field again? 12? Let's have them start on the big field. Here's where it gets complicated. I should probably shut the tractor off. It's cooled off by now. We're just burning fuel. No, I own the FERT spreader. And I usually use this tractor, but since I'm mowing with this tractor, I'm going to rent a tractor to use my FERT spreader. All right, so I need to bring up a spreadsheet. Bear with me. There's my desktop. So I have this spreadsheet to figure out what we need to do for fertilization. So that's what I'm looking at. No, get back over here. You up, owned. So field 12. And unfortunately, every time I click out of the game, it goes back to my desktop. It's just a cattle and crops thing. So we are at field 12. We're going to do, should we do barley? What if we just did wheat? Let's do some spring wheat. And then we're currently at 81, 37, 69. 81, 37. I'm typing these into the script. Field 12. Planting spring. So then the spreadsheet that I made, it will calculate the spread rate and then, you know, how much I need to buy based on which kind of fertilizer we're going to. And it needs to go up pretty well across the board. So if we grab some 15, sorry, it keeps going back to that. So if I did about a 300 spread rate, some 15, that would get us pretty close. All right. Back over to, where did chat go? There you are. Back over to here. So now we go over here to calendar. Tasks. And then I have templates. So we want to fertilize. New task from preset. And we're going to get rid of that vehicle combo. I want it to be today. Say at 9 o'clock for now. I may change that. Okay, field work, and it was field 12, I think. I've already forgotten what field it is. I think it was field 12. Where'd my spreadsheet go? Field 12, yep. Field 12. Got too many windows going on here. There we go. All right, field 12. So we need to add a driver. And we'll do Freddy, I guess. And we're going to add this vehicle that I just rented. And we're going to put a weight on the front of it. With this little weight that I just rented. And we're going to put my fertilizer on the back of it. And I'm going to make sure we're restarting. I don't think he would try to continue from anywhere, but... And then when he's done, he can go back to the... Farm? No, let's just have him not go anywhere. And then we want about a 300 spread rate. And I want to have him buy the 1515. You can see there's a lot of different kinds of fertilizer. So depending on what your field needs, you can adjust accordingly. And we can go all the way out to 42 on the spread rate because it's a little sloppy. Let's do 36. We'll see how he does. Okay, field 12. I don't care what entry you go in. And I want you to keep this vehicle combination when you're done. I'm going to buy the fertilizer you need. You can start at 840. Okay. And save. Okay, now we have that task up. If I go look at the calendar, it thinks it's going to take them about that long. So if we set up another task for, say, 9:15, 9:20, we can have them go do the other field, which is 22. Back over to here. Say copy. I'm going to do field 22. Actually, I don't know what we need fertilizer-wise on that. But I can edit it. And you're going to do that at 9, we'll say 9:30 for now, on the 2nd today. And we'll do that. And we can come back in here and adjust that. Save. Okay. We got 2 jobs lined up. Everybody clear on that? It's currently 8:36. So here in 4 minutes, he's going to go and start that fertilization job. So he'll grab the tractor, he'll drive over to the field, do the stuff. It's all taken care of. It's a noise. Sounds like something eating. Weird. All right, anywho, let's take a look at the field. Everybody still awake? So we'll also do wheat in this field. I think it's a field mouse. It's a noisy mouse. Actually, is that field not harvested? No, it's definitely harvested. That's just how it's planted. Got it. My footsteps? I don't know what that noise is. Okay, 22. Spring wheat. That needs lots of fertilization. I'm gonna have to come back over here to my spreadsheet. So I apologize for bouncing around again. Here, I'll put the spreadsheet up on the page here. Whee! That bigger. Okay, field 22. What's our current? Our current is 43.13.43. So 43.13.3. And then if we use the 15.15.15, we can use a 500 spread rate. That'll get everything except the potassium pretty close to where it needs to be. All right. 500 spread rate. Got it. So go back over to tasks. Edit. 500 spread rate. This field I think works better at 24, so we'll do 24 spread width. And the triple 15. Save. Okay. Hired helper is all set. Back to mowing. Away from the super loud field mouse. I think that might be me running. Which is a real toot. Wee! Wee! It looks like he's having a stroke. Anywho, back in the tractor. Auto steer back in. He's pretty special, that's for sure. Then we should see a Mercedes show up in this field over here and start fertilizing. Here in a little while. What's cool is you can be, like, say, cutting maize with the forage harvester. You can have 2 or 3 helpers set up with wagons to offload you, and they all work together to keep you offloaded. It's pretty amazing. Does it work 100% of the time? No. But it works most of the time, and it's pretty awesome. I like how it slams the mower into the ground and then raises it up. Oh, I forgot to turn off my auto steer. Don't see him yet. He might still be driving. I pull up my map. He is, yeah, he's coming, just coming through the farm. So since that was a rental tractor, he would have driven from the dealer. Then he'll be over here at the field here in just a minute or two. So the dealer is down here. So he would have driven all the way up here, and now he's heading over here to the field. Still mad he had to leg it all the way to the dealer. Ah, he hitched a ride. He's fine. I didn't realize I had 2 dudes hired. I must have had them both harvesting at some point. Like one harvesting, one offloading. Don't really need 2 helpers, but I kind of hate to fire the guy too. I didn't know the tractor, but I can't afford it. Yeah, there he is. I don't know if you can make him out on the YouTube compression. He's over there on the field. He's right there. If you can see a little smudge. He's going really slow for some reason. Maybe I should check in on him. Should be able to just tab over there. Oh, that's my harvester. Wow, harvester could use a bath. Apparently it was muddy. There he is. Hey, you didn't raise your weight there, dummy. Now I can actually see some of the ground deformation and stuff going on. So these tire tracks are not only tire tracks that you can see right now. They will persist until something else changes the ground state. They're also impacting the compaction of the field. Now the fertilizer you can't actually see unless you're at the right angle. I think it's turned off right now, but I do like the noise, the sound of these little Mercedes tractors is pretty awesome. MB Track 1000. And it looks like this field is pretty soft. Hopefully he's got it in four-wheel drive. Not sure if tractor or Sasquatch. It's definitely a Squatch. So he's spreading fertilizer, and yeah, you just can't see it. It's just one of the little bugs. You can only see it from the top. I don't know if you can even see it with YouTube compression, but he is spreading fertilizer. Get back here, there, it's hitting us right in the face. Now it's invisible. It's like they used a 2D texture and you can only see it from one side. Hey! Back to work. See, is it F for flashlight? Yeah. So yeah, there's his tire tracks. Alright, speaking of back to work, let's get in our tractor. So he'll fertilize that field and then he'll be moving on over to the other field. Four hours was probably way too long, but oh well. So in this game, you say, I want to rent it for X number of hours. And then you pay up front. So I rented it for 4 hours. If I only use it for 2 hours, well, that's tough. That's on me. Hey Mario, glad you're enjoying the Motor Town. It is a ton of fun. I'm going to try to get some more Motor Town out, but we'll see. The next couple weeks is going to be kind of light on content. Like I made a community post for the regulars, probably saw it. But, work's been pretty busy, and next week with Thanksgiving, we've got family coming in from out of town to stay with us, and we're hosting Thanksgiving. It's just going to be really busy, so there's not going to be really much time for video games the next couple weeks. There'll be some videos here and there, probably some streams maybe here and there, at least this week. Then in a couple weeks, we'll get back to kind of normal. There is a ton to do in Motor Town. I'm enjoying it. I was actually playing a little bit today. I'm up to 3 buses now. Spoiler alert. 3 buses run around different routes. Work for the county? Nice. You do like road work, logistics, office work? If you don't mind me asking. Myself, I'm in IT. I'm a senior IT engineer, mostly infrastructure, Linux servers, that kind of stuff. So YouTube is just a fun little hobby. Work for the road department. Cool. That can be some pretty rough work. Just starting to get the plastic going in your save. The plastic. You lost me for New Zealand. I'm having a complete brain fart. What plastic? Hey, it's up, Nova. Motortown's a fun game. Blame Mr. Bug. It was his random video in my feed that got me excited for Motortown. Oh, there's plastic in Motortown. Interesting. I haven't really looked too far into all the different stuff. I've been baking cheese. That's about as far as I've gotten. Yeah, if you like Motortown, go check out Mr. Bug on YouTube. Mr. Bug UK, I think, is his channel. He's got some good content. And he does some multiplayer as well with I guess a friend of his. His friend's a little crazy. If you're into shenanigans, those videos are fun. I kind of prefer just Mr. Bug doing his own thing. Hauling some logs? Yeah, I've been doing a lot of log hauling. I kind of want to go back up that crazy trail. If you watched my off-road logging video for Motortown, I want to take the GMC Semi with a short trailer up that and get some logs. I think that would be a grand adventure. Yeah, Following Seas was pretty good. I need to get back into that. I may stream that at some point. There's been a ton of updates since I made that video. So hopefully a lot of the quirkiness is fixed. There's just so many good games. It's a great time to be a gamer. Get some air in here. Kind of stuffy. Hey, Lazy Farmer. How's it going? How'd your ops session go? I was watching for a little bit earlier today. Been hauling some cargo on the high seas. I'm still where the video left off. I'm over there at that place where it looks like you can maybe get cargo. I need to get back into it at some point and figure it out. Just too many fun games to play. Semi on a mountain trail. That's what I'm talking about. There's our hired hand in the little Mercedes MB Track 1000. Looks like he might be about done fertilizing. Oh, he's going to be done in plenty of time. We should probably go edit that schedule. Let me get stopped down here. We'll edit his next job because he's going to be done well before 9:30, which I think is what I had his next task scheduled at. Alright, parking brake on. Yeah, 9:30. We can edit that. Let's set that to 9:15. And we'll see how he does. I think he's going to be done here shortly. And if I notice that he's done, we can bump that up even more. Slowly making some headway. Pretty good sized field. Let's see, is it this key? I'm going to bump this up to 10. I think that's kilometers an hour. Yeah, kilometers an hour. Should have seen it coming, Nova Blaze. I've seen a lot of comments on Reddit and videos. People are sticking with 22 for now. Because anytime a new farm sim comes out, you gotta wait for, you know, all the bugs to get fixed because they never QA anything. Then you gotta wait for all the good mods to get ported over to make up for the shortcomings in the game. So if you miss it by a few months, you're probably better off. You'll have a better game to play. Ooh, slow down. Alright. Auto steer and lower down, cruise back on. Yeah, that doesn't feel too fast. I wonder if we could bump this up to like 12. It still feels pretty good, just looking at it. There we go. We bumped it up 3 kilometers an hour. Go a little faster. Yeah, we're over in Germany. This game and this map is based in Germany, so it's all metric. I think my favorite Farm Sim 25 bug so far that I've seen, not personally playing, but just other people playing, is somebody's sheep grew up and they turned into cows. That's pretty fantastic. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Somebody forgot to turn off their auto steer. Not naming names, but his name rhymes with turbo. No, not turning off auto steer is not a bug. That's just user error. Tractor was doing exactly what I told it to do. Oh, do you have a Ford 3000 mod in the game, you mean? I'm sure in a few months we'll have a ton of mods. Oh, auto steer. I gotcha. All right, where's our little Mercedes friend? Is he done? Oh no, he's down at the far end of the field. I can just barely see him. So, yeah, I think 9:15 will be fine. We'll just let him go. He should be able to definitely be done with the field. Oh yeah, it does have a nice UI, especially if you're outside. You got your tack and everything over there on the other screen. But I like being in the cab with the UI off. It's nice and immersive. All right, let's get over here, get our auto steer on. Nope, that's the wrong auto steer lane. There we go. We're off to the races. If this was a more square field, we could do auto steer both directions. It's kind of a triangle. Yeah, Ford made some good old tractors. What's he doing there, Sport? Looks like he might be doing the edges. Alright, auto steer off. That's enough fresh air for now. Yeah, it looks like he's doing the last edges, so he should be done by 9:15. Then he'll go start working on the other field. Although, technically, I should probably cultivate it first. I don't know if that matters in the game. I could switch over and do some cultivating with this tractor. We'll see how it goes. It should still work. I guess we'll science it. We'll fertilize and then we'll cultivate it into the ground. Am I mowing down my wheat? No, this is grass. It's mature field grass. You can see a little bit of green in there, but it's mature field grass, so it looks kind of golden colored. Still see some green in there. I don't know what the YouTube compressions are doing to it, but I can still see the green. A Massey 35. I think Mom's going to get rid of her last tractor. My dad had a couple little Allis-Chalmers. He passed away a couple years ago, so they're not doing much. He had a CA and a B, Allis-Chalmers. Sold the CA, it was last year. And I think she's going to get a new tire. One of the front tires is rotten on the little B. Get it sold. I told her she might as well sell it. It's just sitting there in the barn rotting, so somebody might as well restore it, get some good out of it. He didn't do much. He didn't do farming with it though. It was just kind of blading the road, and I think he might have mowed a little bit. And then the little B he'd fixed up a wood saw on the back, ran with the belt to cut like pole wood and stuff. And the CA actually had a snowplow mount on it. He would plow snow with it. So I've only driven really, really old tractors, like older than me. When I was a kid, he had a couple John Deere's, old shiny poppers. I think it was a B and an A. Narrow front end. Were they 2-cylinder? They had a really distinctive sound. So I wouldn't know where to start in a modern tractor like this. I'd be lost. He's still running around in the field over there. Are you done? I bring up this. Yeah, he's raising it up. Yeah, looks like he's about done. This little tractor is starting to get kind of dirty too. Just washed it. About to say, is there a clock in here? There is. It's 9:07. All right. So in about 8 minutes, he's going to start on the other field. Here he goes. Is he headed back to the farm, or I wonder where he's headed? I didn't tell him to go anywhere specific when he was done with that job, so I guess he's just doing whatever his little AI brain tells him to do. What you doing there, Chief? I don't know what he's doing over there. Okay. He's going to be doing that field over there next. I don't know what he's doing. I could probably go edit that to say start at 9:10. Now that we know he's done. Let's start at 9:10. Save. There we go. Apparently it's a coffee break. Something's going on. Yeah, he's just sitting over there. That must be one of their wait spots or something. Where am I going? Grass is over here, dummy. Kind of curious, though. Let's hop out and take a quick look. Has any of this started drying yet? Nope, still 78 across the board. Yeah, pretty much everything is 78. Probably take an hour or two before we start noticing any drying. I don't remember how much rain there was in the past on this save. Alright, auto steer on, mower on, cruise on. Off we go. It's 9:09, so he should get a kick in the pants here in a minute. Be off to his next job. This tractor has 45 hours on it. Wow. This is a pretty old save, though. Whoa! Okay. What? No, stop. Oh, it did the wrong tractor. How'd that happen? Stop. Did it default to this tractor when I copied it? That was fun. Yeah, let's fix that. That was abrupt. Yeah, I bet when I copied this, yeah, it defaults to, okay. I didn't notice that it put the wrong tractor on there. My bad. Set for 9:15. Ready. Set back up. Yeah, that was my fault. Field 22. 500 spread rate. Buy the 1515. I'm gonna have you do 40. No, 24 works better on that field, I think. And then you should be good. Restart. Don't care what field entry, and save. Yep, I should have paid more attention. That was my bad. Yep, he hijacked my tractor. Now my mower's back over at the farm somewhere. I'll have to go get that again. And I would imagine... No, it didn't put the weight on here. Here, capture my mouse. There we go. It was... When I was scrolling in the game, it was scrolling over on YouTube chat, too. Another little cattle and crops weird thing. Yeah, we didn't pick up the weight for whatever reason. Alright, let's go get our mower. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Let me try something. Let me just hit save. Let me see if the other guy will mow this. And will he figure out like that I've mowed other stuff? So we can make that job for like 920-ish. Alright, so if we go to this one, we can go ahead and delete. It's done. Cultivate, seed. No, we don't really have anything in here that's what I want. So we'll just do new task. We're going to do field work. And we're going to say Hans. The Excel calculator. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'm pretty sure there's I know there's a video on my channel about the spreadsheet and how to calculate the fertilizer. There should for sure be a link in that video. If you search my channel for cattle and crops fertilizer, you should find that. But I'll try to remember to put a link in after the stream. I'd have to figure out. It's like it's a weird Google thing. I have to figure it out. All right, this tractor and that mower. And we're on field 23. Don't restart. And keep the vehicle combination, and you can go back to the farm when you're done. No valid input. Oh, it can't mow. I thought they could mow. Never mind. They can't mow. Let's go get our mower. There he goes. He grabbed his fertilizer. It'll just teleport to him like it did with us. And he's off. Stole my mower. The handle goes up now. I don't see an indicator in the cab that the turn signal's on. Interesting. All right, we'll put her on cruise 3. So it has 3 different cruise settings, so you can have them all set how you like. There he goes. He's off and fertilizing. So I usually have the cruise set up for like whatever field work I'm doing, and then cruise 2 will be like a transit speed, and then cruise 3 is like highway speed. Slow down. Whoa. All right, where's my mower? Here's where the controller would be handy. Not herky jerking all over the place. Here's my mower. There's my kitty cat. Cat? Stay right there, alright? I'll walk out in front of the tractor. So there's a cat and a dog on the farm. And you'll often see mice running around. Fortunately, the cat just ignores the mice. Alright, mower reacquired. The other cool thing you can do is if I open the map up, I have to have the UI on. If I open the map up, I can say, go down here. And then I can just chill. No hands. No green screen either. And it'll autopilot its way down there. And I can grab some Smarties. Candy. All right, we're back to mowing. I think it's muddier over here in the middle of the field. We're throwing a lot of mud. I'm going to turn off the auto steer. I need to get this cleaned up. We had our little snafu. Hey, Mr. Cat. Glad you're enjoying the Andy Stasi stuff. I'm going to try to do those every Saturday. But with the holidays coming up, it's going to be pretty busy. I should be able to get one out next Saturday, but probably the Saturday after Thanksgiving won't be a video. Just because I got a lot going on. But yeah, appreciate you watching. Play a little bit of everything. The new folks here. They got it pretty well cleaned up. Make one more pass here on the actual auto steer track. Should be about right here. Yeah, locked in. Hey, Chair, how's it going? Welcome. Just doing a little farm work. Doing some mowing, and I've got my hired hand doing some fertilizing. He's done one field. He's working on the second field now. And we'll see how the time goes. If I get this mowed, we'll do some tedding. Just in case you weren't sure what game it is. I think they had plans for these screens to actually do stuff. They're just cosmetic. The Combine does have a couple cameras, so you can turn on a pipe camera and a backup camera on the screen in the Combine. And there's some mods that added a backup camera to the tractors. But I'm not running any mods. This is all stock. And it is a dead and abandoned game. You're not familiar with it. It was never finished. They ran out of money. The cattle part, there's not much to it. They didn't get very far. The crops part is mostly done. It works pretty well. And I enjoy the haying. There's a lot to it. A lot of it's simulated. And all the crop stuff is pretty deep as well. Alright, auto steer on, cruise on, off we go. Build It Funky, welcome. Yep, that's the name of the game. Mr. Cat is having fun. This is my main hobby, my little escape from the real world, playing video games. Alright, let's swing her around. Whee! I'll be cutting some pretty deep ruts in the ground there. Oh, that was the wrong button. Just turned the mower off. Yeah, Motortown is a lot of fun, Build It Funky. I'm kind of hooked on that game. Not sure where the key is to reset the zoom. Scroll wheel zooms, so it's Easy to get whatever field of view you want. He's making good progress on the field over there. Alright, locked onto our lane. Off we go. It puts this cable up into the cab. What is that doing? If I had my track IR on, I would lean over and see where that goes. I don't know what the keys for that are. Woo! Wait, I thought there was an option that leaned over when you... Like, you shouldn't be able to rotate your head all the way. Or am I remembering wrong? Some kind of cable on the mower comes up into the cab. Not sure what that's all about. Let me go set to gameplay. Yeah. There we go. I had that turned on. There we go. That's what I was expecting. Oh, it just doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, that's what I wanted. All right. Woo! What's an IS? Oh, ISO bus. Oh, I forgot to turn off auto steer. Does it talk to the tractor through that? I'm not a farmer. Right now, Chair, you've got the flatbed truck and the cargo and car trailer. Yep, you can make a pretty good money with that. That's how I started out. It's pickup truck and a little trailer. And I've actually done some recoveries with my pickup truck and the car trailer. I put a winch on the front of the truck. And you can go out and get the stuff that'll fit on the trailer. Drag it up on the trailer with the winch, and you can do some recoveries with it. Talks to the screens. Okay, cool. Oh, lag. Something happened. Yeah, I meant I have the pickup truck, Chair. I did some recoveries with the pickup truck and trailer. Is that little flatbed truck, is it a rollback? Or is it just for hauling crates and stuff? Come on, tractor. Pull that hill. Getting close to done with this mowing job, finally. And then, if he should be done with the fertilizing, so we could skip to this afternoon and see if we're going to be ready for some tedding today. Or I could do some cultivating on that other field. It's not a rollback. Okay. I think I know which one you're talking about then. So on this track, I've been using auto steer. But it's an odd-shaped field. If we take a look at the map here, it's kind of like a triangle almost. It's a weird shape. Running fairly warm. I thought it was pretty cool today. See, the temperature gauge is almost to the red. There's our little buddy. Is he done with that field? I think he might be done. I don't see him over there. Parking brake. Let's see. So if we bring up... Yeah, it still says in progress, so he's still doing something. Oh, I see him. He just topped out on the topped out on the hill over there. All in a police car. I hauled a bus. Was it the Traveler? One of the bigger buses. With the wrecker. The Pulio, I think it's called. That worked pretty well. Of course, I had some upgrades on it, which helped. Mainly springs. Round and round we go. So, we're almost at the point. Yeah, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to come back up here on the auto steer route. Start just getting this done. Not nearly as straight as I thought we were. That's fine. See, I've been going for about 2 hours, so yeah, the outer ring has had at least an hour and a half of sun to dry. Might see a little bit of drying on it. Hey John, welcome. I hit it in time. Wasn't sure if I hit that in time. Yeah, I fired it up every once in a while, John, when I get the farming itch. The crops part is pretty well complete. It's a good growing and harvesting crop simulator. Really a shame it was abandoned, but yeah, it is what it is. And we're cutting some hay today. This is field grass. I've got my hired hand. He's fertilized our other 2 fields. In fact, is he done? No, it still says in progress. He's finishing up the field there across the road from us right up ahead. And we've just about got this field mowed. It's taken a couple hours. It is really muddy out here in the middle of the field, it seems like. Though I thought it showed, I don't think there's any surface wetness. Nope. It is, yeah, it is fairly saturated though. Must have been some rain in the recent past. This is an old save. I haven't played it for a long time. I don't remember what the weather was like in game. Apparently it was pretty rainy. You own the game, but you never played it? Whoa, 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 whoa. I did something wrong. I thought I turned on auto steer. Apparently I did not. There we go. Now it's on. It's locked onto the wrong track. I have played Farming Simulator in the past. Yeah, I played a bunch of FS17 and some FS19 and a little bit of 22. I didn't buy 22. Didn't really think it was worth it. Almost didn't buy 19, but the building and landscaping kind of won me over. But Giants was nice enough to send me a key for 22, so did check it out. Wasn't impressed. Then when the Forestry DLC came out, I really liked that, so I bought the Forestry DLC for 22. Had some fun with that. Yeah, don't plan on buying 25. If they send me a key again, I will check it out. Alright, auto steer off. It's just the last little bit here. And since we got just a little bit, I'm going to slow the cruise back down to about 9 kilometers an hour. Make it a little more manageable. You guys may not be able to read that with YouTube, but I can read the cruise control speed up there on the dash. A few more passes, we're going to have this field whipped. Is he done? He is done. Awesome. Yeah, it was a sad day when the game was abandoned, that's for sure. just hard to break that stranglehold that Giants has on the market. Most people don't want a realistic farming simulator. Not a whole lot of market for it, unfortunately. Yeah, they ran out of funding for the game, John. I think they have other projects, but they ran out of funding for cattle and crops. Master Brain Bites is the developer studio. All right, this last little bit. I think we're DUN done. Sweet. Some beautiful hay. Let's see, are we still at 78% moisture? Oh, we actually got a little bit of drying done. Not much, but a little bit. It's supposed to be sunny about all day, so that should help. It's only about, was it 9 o'clock? Yeah, 9:41. Well, not even 10 o'clock yet, so we got a lot of sunshine throughout the day. That will help. Let's head back over to the farm. And, I don't know, we might do some cultivating. I might skip time and do some tedding. I don't have a tedder. I'd have to buy or rent one. Let's get over to the farm. Make your grand and triumphant return. Attention, attention. Nova Blaze has returned. Let's cut up through here. Oh, that does work to go backwards. Cool. You can, sorry, I'm just playing around. You can go up through the cruise settings with T, and then Shift T goes back down through the cruise settings. Very cool. We'll take a look. The fertilization stage should be pretty close on the two fields, but I'm sure they'll need tweaking. Yeah, we'll do some more Star Citizen, Brian, in the future. It's in a pretty rough state right now because they're doing some major tech overhaul. So that's why there hasn't been a whole lot of Star Citizen. It just doesn't work. It's terribly broken. Yeah, Edward, I've been trying to find some FS25 videos with realistic play. So far, everybody's zipping around like a Formula One race car. A lot of them don't even have any idea how to farm, which is fine. They're having fun. I don't begrudge them that. Haven't really found too much realistic farming going on. Alright, we'll go ahead and give her a bath. An automatic car wash. Yeah, we play Star Citizen, we play Arma 3, we play Motor Town, we play all kinds of stuff. Alright, we are done with the mower for a while. Does it fit in the shed? Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll fit in the shed. I couldn't remember. I'll actually put it indoors. Alright, can I lower this? Look at that, Giants. You can lower an implement without unfolding it. I know, it's groundbreaking technology. That's the word I'm trying to spit out. I think I bumped into something. Right, that'll work. Now I could just hit Q and unhook that, but you can also do this. Set her right there. What? Sandboy? What you doing standing around in the middle of the road? Get over here. Dang mouse. I heard you, mouse. I wish you could ride the bike. Can't ride the bike. Anywho, we have a power cultivator, I think. We may just do that when we seed. Yeah, John, you can play with a controller. I was trying that at the beginning of the stream, and I'm not used to the controller. I got tired of looking up key combos and stuff, so. Yeah, I actually have my controller right here. So if I grab my controller, look around, I can walk up here, and I think it's Y to get in. No, X to get in. There we go. I don't know how to close the door. It was this button to take the parking brake off, and then, yeah, like I'm steering with my controller right now. Yeah, it works great with the Xbox controller. I'm just not used to using it. Set that back over there. And I wonder, I'm going to see if the temperature will come down. I don't know how much they model temperature. See, the temps pretty much stayed right there. I'm going to let this idle for a while. We'll see what happens. Let you cool off. You worked hard. All right, let's go take a look at our field. Simulator YouTuber, welcome. Next, Forza Horizon. Your poor Xbox is getting demoted to paperweight. Yeah. Okay, field 12 is the one we got fertilized first. We were going to do spring wheat. So we're pretty much dead on. I could use some more potassium. Just a little bit of phosphate. And there's a fertilizer calculator in the game, but I found it very confusing, so I made my own spreadsheet. Going to consult my sheet. We're back over on field 12. Spring wheat, and we are at basically 124, 80, 112. 24, 80, 12. So if we did about, let's see, we need about 3 times as much potassium. I don't think there is just a phosphate and potassium. I don't think there is a PK. Oh, no, there is. Oh, look at that. Like it was made for it. All right, so if we get some PK 721 and we do about a 200 spread rate, we'll be golden. Sweet. Let's do that. PK. All right, PK 721. Got it. Only I need to get back over here to the YouTubes. Live stream, chat, game. There we go. Like the chill games. Yeah, I stumbled on FS15 randomly. And I bought it, and then FS17 came out. Like, oh, I should have probably looked into that. So I barely played 15, and I played a ton of 17. 17 with mods was like peak farm sim. That was some good times. All right, let's go fertilize. Where did he put my fertilizer? Spreader, that is the question. Like he's sitting over behind the silo. Let's go get that. And we'll do some fertilizing. Yeah, I don't think the temperature is modeled. It hasn't changed at all. So we were letting it cool down just for the immersion. Yeah, there it is. It's sitting over here. So I've still got this tractor rented for a while. I guess I could just use it. It's already got the spreader on it. Let's just do that. We'll just park this guy here. And let's see, we can even put the parking brake on that way if you want to. Most things in the cab are interactive. Good stuff. These trees are getting pretty green. Next month they'll be even better. You left the tractor running. Man, it's hard to find good help these days. Yeah, I just expected it to cool off a little bit, Brian, because since it had been working hard. And then it was just sitting there, but maybe not. This is a fun little tractor. Alright, I'm going to turn the UI back on. What do we have in here? We've got NPK 1515. Alright, let's go dump that out. But do I have any fertilizer on hand? Where is that? Seed storage. No, I've got some nitro chalk. Okay, so I'll have to buy the PK that we need. But I've already paid for what's in the tank, so I'm going to go store it over there. No need to throwing it away. Alright, park and brake off. These little Mercedes tractors are great. They did a really good job with the models and the sounds. Hey, simulator YouTuber. No, this is Cattle and Crops. It is a dead, abandoned game that unfortunately never got finished. But the crops part is pretty well done, so I still fire it up now and then when I get the farming itch. It's way more of a simulator than Farming Simulator. It just never really caught on. There were a lot of problems with the project. This thing does not have very good brakes, apparently. So they ran out of funds 2 or 3 years ago. It's dead. I think I see some nitro chalk in that one. Yeah, it said right, so we need to go back to this guy. This out. I think you empty this out by just dumping in here, if I remember right. But I'm kind of rusty on this game. Let's go external view. Let's get the UI back up. Yeah, okay. So these we just dump out. So there's 2 storages here. There's left and right. This has a little bit of nitro chalk in it. You can see a little bit of pink there. I'm gonna unload our fertilizer here. Hey Nova, I do play American Truck Simulator. Yep. One of the mini games I don't have time to play. I plan to get back into that when Missouri is released because I'm from Missouri. I live in Missouri. I'm going to be driving around in Missouri. All right, now we're empty, so that's good. Now we need some fertilizer, so I have to drive to the fertilizer dealer and buy it. One of the many unfinished things is there's no way to like buy fertilizer and transport it to your farm. So we have to go buy it. And I don't remember exactly how to get there. I sort of remember how to get there. We'll see if I can find it. If I can't, I'll open up the map. Bye, doggy. As I'm just driving, I might grab the controller here. There we go. I'll try driving with the controller a little bit. Yeah, some of those recoveries, Chair McClellan, they are fairly lucrative. Especially the larger ones. You can manage to haul them. Whee! Guy will get up and scoot. Oh, we got a car. I yielded. I wonder, is there a full throttle? Because I know on the keyboard, if you just push W, you're not actually using full throttle. You need, if you want all the power, you have to push Shift as well. I don't know if it's the same on the controller or not. We seem to have a little trouble pulling that hill, so I don't think it was using full throttle. Hey, Matthew Johnson. Hello, hello. And yeah, I'm playing a dead and abandoned game. Cattle and crops. We just cut some hay. We're letting that dry in the sun. So it probably won't be ready to bale for a couple days, depending on how much wind and sun we get. Now we're finishing up a little bit of fertilization on the field. I had my hired hand do 2 fields worth of fertilizing, and then we need a little bit more potassium on one of the fields. A little bit of phosphate, a little bit of potassium, so we're gonna just do a final dressing run to get that where it needs to be for the spring wheat. Good here. I'm not very good with the controller, but it is nice having the proportional steering. Okay, so I think that's the BGA. Yeah, that's the BGA. If we cross the bridge, we gotta head all the way up to like the northeast end of the map to the fertilizer dealer. Gonna make a paperweight out of it, Nova? When are we growing? Do you mean crops? I'm not sure if we'll get to that on this stream. We're getting the fields ready. We are in spring. It's March 2nd, I believe. And it is real time in Cattle and Crops. There's a full calendar. So stuff is in real time. Of course, you can, speed up time and skip time as needed. There's an hour to hour forecast, and we do have about 2.5 days of mostly sun. So it was a good time to cut the hay. How are we doing on fuel on this bad boy? This is a rented tractor, so need to keep that in mind. It's going to disappear in a couple hours. Where is the fuel tank on this thing? Oh, there it is. We have either 2/3 or 1/3 of a tank. I can't tell. We should have enough to do this fertilizer job, though. And I think the fertilizer's up here where all these colored flags are. I think I managed to find it. Yep. Cool. It's been a while. Been a while since I was up here. As far as when are we growing, I'm not sure, yeah, on this stream, if we'll get to that point. We are going to be growing some spring wheat. That's what I'm planning on planting anyway. So we're getting the fields prepped for that. Goodness gracious. That was a big old bump. Then one of these will let us buy fertilizer. So I'm going to turn the UI back on. Is it this one? Is that the... Yeah, there we go. Parking brake set. Yep. All right. So I want the PK 721 fertilizer. Ooh, how much did I need? I don't need 3,000 liters. I need to go back to my spreadsheet. We're going to need... It says 200 of that. Per hectare. No, I forget how this works now. That's kilograms per hectare. That's kilograms. So we only need like 200 or so, I think. Oh no, right. Purchase. 1,100. It's been a while. I couldn't remember how to read my own spreadsheet. So I need 1,100 liters. There we go. That'll work. That's going to set me back 293. Not terrible. PK 721, that's the right stuff. And go. Yeah, I think some people are playing Motortown in here, Chair. There you go. For New Zealand is playing it. What crops are in the game? Wheat, barley, field grass. Let's go look. I don't actually remember. And maize and rye. So spring barley, field grass, maize, corn, summer rye, and spring wheat is the crops. All right, there we go. We have some fertilizer. It's apparently blue. Cool. We can head back home. This stuff put on the farm. I don't think either one of those is an exit, is it? Where's the exit? Oh, here it is. This is the exit. I bet it's the one with the arrow on it. Yeah, it is really good, Simulator YouTuber. Unfortunately, it just ran out of money. There were problems with the project, and a lot of people got hung up on the graphics style choice and the lack of equipment. And there just wasn't a market for a realistic farming simulator, unfortunately. Not enough of a one, anyway. Alright, I'm back on the controller now for a little better highway driving. Now, can I find my way back home? We shall see. It's like we're clear. Hey, Orsi. There are horses in the game, but you can't do anything with them. But they are like animated, and they look pretty good. I don't know if they had planned to have that at some point or not. Think this is where we came from? Yeah, there's the bridge. Cows, pigs, and sheep. Yeah, that sounds about right. I know there's a mod for it that adds like all kinds of stuff. Because there's a lot of animals in the game files. So they took all those animals. There was like geese and ducks, chickens, and all kinds of stuff. Oh, I had to turn here, didn't I? Whoa, slam on the brakes. I'm supposed to turn back there. Is there a road sign over here? Oh, we're going to miss it. Oh! I think we missed it. Yeah, I was supposed to turn here. No idea what the speed limit is on these roads, but I don't think we can go fast enough for it to matter. You're using the Kira? Okay. Yeah, Giants has a stranglehold on the market, that's for sure. No room for innovation. .30 kilometers per hour on the roads. Is that a German thing, or this is Germany? It's where the map is based. I don't even know how fast I'm going. Oh, I see. I think it's like, if I'm reading that right, yeah, we were doing about 38. We're speeding. Oh, it's a whole EU thing? Gotcha. Well, luckily they did put any cops in the game, so we're good. And I made it back to the farm. Oh, I hope there's nobody coming, because I am not slowing down. We're just going to go for it. This does not have very good brakes at all. It's one thing I'm discovering. I love how the equipment drives in this game. It is so good. Alright, we're headed over to this field up here on the right. And then I need to set my spread rate to 200. And we'll get the field guidance system set up. We'll use that to make sure our application is precise. 55 in a tractor? That would be pretty crazy. So we're going to go down to this long straight edge. We're going to do a pass at like 42 meters, so we'll be somewhere in here ish. Alright, I'm going to set the controller aside and go back to mouse and keyboard. Then we're going to bring the UI up, and we're going to go to outside view. And we're going to set this guy up. Alright. I want to actually, let's go set up this guy first. So we're going to set our spread rate 42. That does not detect that it's set to 42. Got it. 4,200 centimeters, please. And I don't remember what the heading is for this field. Do-do-do-do-do. A slurry tanker on the back? Wow. That's pretty crazy. You can't just hold that down, though. Clicky, clicky. Clicky, clicky. We're clicking, clicking. All right, that should be about right-ish. And, all right, let's go back in the cab. Spread rate needs to be... I change the spread rate. Hello. Yeah, it's not letting me change the spread rate. Okay. Why would that be? Yeah, it's not letting me change that. Huh. Is it a work with thing? No, still won't let me change it. That's weird. I've used this fertilizer spreader a lot, and it's always let me set the spread rate. So I don't know what's going on there, but I guess we're going to spread heavy. Is it mouse wheel to select? I mean, middle mouse brings the radial menu up. You can see here, when I'm on work with, it has the little mouse controls. I don't know if that's coming through on YouTube, but so I can hold left mouse button and then, you know, change it. When I'm down here, it doesn't have anything. Oh, is it? Let me try this. Let me turn this on. No, it's not that. Assign to quick slot. Let me put that on 6. Now can I change the spread rate? Nope, not letting me change it. Interesting. Okay, well, I've never had that happen before. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder if I need to like save and quit. I wonder if it's because it's a rented tractor. Suppose that has something to do with it? How long do I have this tractor for? I have it until 12:29. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, we've got plenty of time. Let me try reloading the game just to see if that does anything. For funsies. Save. Can't wait till you get a bigger truck. Yeah, I really like the Jinsu. It's the old GMC 6x6. That's an awesome truck, especially once you get some upgrades on it. I mean, we can spread at 300. We're going to overshoot our target by a decent amount. Really need it to be about 200, 220. The bus I set up, I mean, it's steady passive income, but it does take a while to make back the cost of the bus. You got to keep that in mind. It makes maybe, depending on which route you get, it can make anywhere from like 2, 3, 4, 5,000 a day. So it's not a ton of money, but it's slow, steady passive income. You just have to keep an eye on your bus route and make sure you're repairing your vehicles, because once they wear out, they won't transport passengers anymore. All right, you are connected. There we go. Okay, we just had to reload. We're good. All right, 42, 200 spread rate. I don't know what that was all about. It may have been confused when we had that whole bug where it, well, not a bug, but where it was attached to my tractor, and maybe it's because the AI had been using it. It was stuck or something. Who knows? Question is my... Yeah, that's still set up. Cool. All right, we're good to go. Let's get to spreading. I can hear all these little gear shifts and stuff work. So it's about here-ish. Turn the auto steer on. I left a front weight over there. Must have hit Q at some point. It dropped the weight right in the ground. I'm like, what's that? That's my front weight. Let's grab that. Oh yeah, sorry, John. Cher and I have been talking about Motortown behind the wheel. Let's see. Front 3-point hitch. Attach. There we go. Why is there a dead cat in the field? Like, that's not supposed to be there. Let's get lined up on our track. Also, for the buses, Chair McClellan, I would recommend not getting the little van, because you have to buy a $20,000 bus license for it to work as a bus. So wait and get the Lilliput. The Lilliput and up buses already have a built-in bus license. All right, I think we're ready to go. I don't know what my cruise control speed is set to, so we'll find that out. I believe that is turned on. It's a little hard to tell because of the texture being weird. Yeah, I see a blue haze behind me, so it is on. We are fertilizing. Spreading Smurfs all over the field. Our next cruise speed. Yeah, that'll work. Do cruise 2. What kind of game is Motortown? It's a Polygon graphics, basically driving logistics game. So you can do all kinds of jobs, hauling freight, police patrols, drive a tow truck, drive a bus, all kinds of that kind of stuff. I've been doing a video series on that if you want to check it out sometime. It is hard to tell if you're fertilizing. Alright, auto steer off. We're going to get ready to make our turn. And spreader off. Crank it over. About yay far. Oh, no. Pick up the next track. Spreader back on. I think. Yep, we're spreading Smurfs. Alright, we're good. Yeah, there is a demo if you want to check out Motortown. Just go to their Steam store page and download the demo. I tried out the demo, I think it's been a year or two ago. And then I kind of forgot about it until I saw a video recently. Yeah, that looks like fun. How are we looking here? Counting down. If you have the UI up, you can tell if your fertilizer is counting down or not. But when I'm doing this kind of stuff, I like just chilling in the cab with no UI. And mirrors are fully adjustable. Do all kinds of good stuff like that. You can even swing the whole dang mirror. It's a darn good farming simulator game. I wish it hadn't been abandoned. Just never caught on. Whee! Alright, pay attention. We're driving a tractor here. Alright, auto steer off. Getting ready to make our turn. And off. Go up quite a ways here. Next track. Here's where we're going to waste a little bit of product. The field's not rectangular. Yeah, Motortown is very friendly to just chill gameplay. Like, you can have the AI autopilot mode drive you a lot of different places. Cuts out some of the monotony. I actually have been hauling logs and stuff while I work, because I work from home right here at the same desk. So I just pivot around and send him off on his way, and then he's driving while I'm working. It's a good, fun, chill game. There's a lot of stuff to do. We'll check out. We are, in fact, spreading product, so that is good. And also, if I have a UI up, you can go to here, and if we turn on potassium, you can see our spread there on the little mini map. We're going to have one little section over there. Oh, I missed some wheat when we were harvesting. Oops. Missed a bunch of it down here. So I'm going to need to narrow up the spread and then head down through there. Alright, and off. So if we go over here, let's put this down to 20, probably 24. Spread width, and I'll make a pass over here on this little point of the triangle. I think 24 might be a little wide. Let's go for the minimum 12. We can cheat a little bit by looking at the mini-map. It might have been a little narrow, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. We got most of the field. Swing around, get that little gap back there. Yeah, some people, John, don't like the polygraphics, but I don't mind the polygraphics. The physics is really, really good. Like, it's a really good driving game. Especially you get like a big log truck loaded up and you're coming down off a mountain. I mean, it feels really good. Did a good job with the driving part of it. But I know some people, polygon graphic style isn't their thing. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We got a little bit of product left over. We didn't spread quite. I think we were spread at 200 instead of the 220 or whatever it wanted. So we got some stuff left over, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and turn off. So now we are setting at really? Thought we were going to be a lot closer than that. Yeah, we didn't get anywhere near where we're supposed to be on that field. Did I do the wrong field? I did. I was supposed to do this field. I think. Nope, field 12. Yep, field 12. I did the wrong field. Well, that field needed it too. It just needed more. So we're good. Let's go do the actual field I was supposed to do. How about that? Yeah, catch you later, Jen. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I was supposed to do the other field. This one needed it too. And we didn't over apply, so it's all good. I just won't have enough product to do the actual field I was supposed to do now. IR dumb. Yeah, it's getting late over there, Brian. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you sleep well. I'm gonna have to get off here soon and do family stuff like eat dinner and stuff like that. In fact, I think I hear Mrs. Kerbo coming to the door now. So it's about to get noisy. Mrs. Kerbo's back home. Okay, let's go over here to the field that I meant to do, and we'll get that lined up. Wow, this thing has terrible brakes. That was me holding the brake pedal all the way down. Alright, let's get you on. We're going to reset with the tractor. There we go. Something like that. Smurfs on. Oh, wait. Stat. Smurf's off. Got to reset the width. Yeah, now we're good. Okay, we're blowing blue all over the field now. Just pretend like his hands are on the steering wheel. So I'm going to get this stuff here spread, and then I'm going to have to get off here. We're going to have enough for one pass, maybe. Get the UI back up here. Yeah, we'll probably have enough for a couple passes at least. Do some out-of-cab stuff. Been doing cab the whole time. And stop. Auto steer off. And we come down to about here-ish based off on the other tracks. That was close. And back on. Just a fine mist of Smurf. Can't hardly see it. So you notice, even though I saved and quit and reloaded the game, the tracks from my hired helper are still there. All the field state is persistent. It is possible, Giants. Just saying. Maybe not in their engine. I do like the sound of these little Mercedes tractors. There goes my chat again. Sorry, I gotta swap windows. Cattle and Crops is bad about not fully capturing the mouse. So when I scroll to zoom, it was scrolling the chat up where I couldn't see. Alright, and stop. Down to the next track. Back on. So we're going to get most of the field. I'm going to have to go by probably another 400, 500 with this PK 721. I get confused with all the field numbers. Just went to the wrong field. Yeah, we must be out. It's not rotating anymore. We'll just finish out this row so we're on the right tracks. But I need to get off here. It is dinner time. I need to go spend some time with the family and get some food. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, whatever's left of it. Slow down. And if you're new here, check out my playlists. Play all kinds of stuff. Everything's organized by playlist. And I do occasionally stream when I've got the time. Catch you later. Bye-bye.